How's it going, guys? It's the Ninja Bun here, aka the Klee or whatever. But this is episode 2 of our tutorials, and I believe we're doing the base building stuff now. So, hopefully, well, I haven't actually made the save yet because you can't due to this screen. As you can see here, these won't work until you click OK. So, what you want to do, first off, is read this, hit OK, and then what I like to do is save straight away. Now, this was the last episode, and, well, if you watch the last episode, that's not the last episode. That is the episode I mentioned in the last episode where it didn't work. So, this is now going to be our original version. So, this is the version you want to download that I'll post if you want to have the same world as me, the same guys as me, and the same spot as me. Now let's go. Tutorial episode 1, and as soon as I hit that, we spawn in. There we go. So we've got our 3 here, and a lot of lag for some reason. I'm sorry about that, guys, but as you can see, we've got our 3. We've got a crap ton of things that we can pick up. And let's explore this area a bit. So as you can see, there's a lot of mountain due to the fact that we chose mountain, and we've got this thing over here. Now, these things are ancient crypto sleep caskets. Alright, and I advise you not to go and check them out until late game, because you never know what is inside, unless you have watched videos that show what's inside. But you never know. Alright, so let's find a decent place. So, I believe... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm dropping my mouse. Okay, almost dropped my mouse. Let's find a place. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to build inside a mountain, or do we want to build outside the mountain? Now, we have 2 choices here, because this is going to work out great for us. And I'll probably squeeze both in, hopefully 1 to 2 videos maybe. Let's go with building outside the building. Outside the wall. What's this? Mountain things. Yeah, the mountain. Alright, so, first off, what you want to do is you want to have a look at all your characters by clicking on them, going to character, and looking for shooting. So, if you press the full stop period button key on the keyboard, you can switch through each character and look at their stats. Now, you are going to be the one that gets the best gun, because you are very passionate about shooting. So, let's find the best gun. Now, what you want to do is when you spawn with 1 knife, which is weird, a Lee Enfield, which is I call the best gun for your start, but you can get better guns, of course, and you start with a pistol as well. So you are the lucky guy that gets the best gun, and you guys are the same. So let's give you the pistol and you the knife. I'm sorry that you have to get the knife, but you have to get the knife. Alright, so now these guys are going to wander around until I unforbid some of these. Now we've got silver here, and we've got a bit of steel, and steel you can use to build. All of these things you can use to build, except for the med kits and the meals, of course. But let's go and unforbid all of these by hitting F, meaning that these are no longer forbidden. The X is gone, and you can start hauling away. So let's go and do that for all of them. Just double click on each one, and it will highlight all of them for you to pick up. So let's make sure we get all of these, because if you've played this game before, you'll see what I'm seeing right now, and that's where we're going to start our outdoor base. So what you want to do is you want to go and click on Architect, go to Zone, chuck down a stockpile anywhere you like, preferably not over this thing, because this is going to come in handy soon. Alright, so let's go and put one right over here, like that. So we want a normal stockpile. This is going to be for bodies and rocks and things like that, so we'll put that over there. Don't know why I put it over there, but yeah. So these guys hopefully are going to haul away all our stuff and move it to here. And if you press 1, 2 and 3, they set the speed. So 2, a bit quicker than normal. 3 is fast. 1 is normal, and space is to pause. Now if we, so if you go to 2, hit space, you pause, you go back, and it's still 2, which is great. So as you can see, it's now daytime. Everything is visible, and these guys are hauling away all the stuff over here. It's almost done, so we're gonna have to get some stuff going in. What you want to do is hit architect, not the sandstone over there. Hit architect, come over here, and start building. Now, to start off, I would like to build a wooden room, just so they have somewhere to stay, somewhere to sleep. Doesn't really matter what sort of shape it is, and all you have to do is just right click on these, and is it left click as well? Yeah, left click. Either click, just click on one of these, and you can change from these 3. And as you get different ores, you can unlock more types and things like that. Now, these ones don't conduct electricity, but they're good for just starting a wall. Just a basic room. And when you want to have electricity, you build with this one, and it can be any of these as well. But my advice: never use silver unless you are just overfilled with silver from just doing everything you can to get silver, and you should be fine. Alright, so hopefully one of these guys is going to do our building over here. Now, which one was the builder? Herbalist? No. Castaway, I believe. Now, Castaway, all you guys want to be doing this, doing that, and this is the important bit. So, let's get rid of all of these for now. Let's go like this, make sure you all haul, you all clean, you all do research, you mining, construction, repair, yes, even though they suck as indicated by the black square outline around the dark shaded grey box. You, herbalist, over here, you are going to be doing our cooking, and our growing. Plant cutting is kind of is a must, I say. You know, it kind of is. Entrepreneur, what were you? Why did we pick you? We picked you because you do the research and the social stuff. So if you like this bit, you can stick to this, but I prefer to use manual priorities so that you can make sure that they like do their job first. So that you guys are all going to be patients and doctors, maybe not so much doctors either, but you guys all have to do firefighting. Now, firefighting is very important to have on 1, because as soon as there's a fire, these guys will go crazy and try and put it out. If you don't have 1, they won't mind, especially if it's 4, they just basically won't care. And if it's empty like these ones, then they just will never go around it. They would, probably walk into it and run away from burning. But 1's obviously is the most important, and 4 is the least, and none is, well, you don't do it. So what are you? You're warden, and you're definitely going to be doing some research. So we'll make sure that these are on 3. Make sure that these are on 2. Or was it 4? I think it was 4. Let's go with 4, 4, 4. You are 1. 1. Actually, no. This is a 2. This is a 1, 2. This is the 1. Right, I believe that this is how it works. Oh no, you are also hunting. Alright, so have a look at this, copy it, and then use it, because this will help you, I believe. Maybe, I don't know. I use it, so, and I get pretty far into the game, so hopefully this will help for you. And if it does, that'd be great. So that's what you want to do when you first start. Should really be with the creating a colony thing, but that's just setting out your working stuff so you can go and work on all of these. Now, you want to make sure you get all the silver you can, because silver is very important to trading, and trading is a big part of the game. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that these guys are building their stuff, and you also want to put in a research bench, because we're going to be using that. Now, in order to use that, we need one of these. So we'll put that in here and make sure that we have some beds as well. Just let's make sure that these guys are going to have a sleep. And this is the steam geyser so that we can get electricity. We can get electricity from other ways, such as solar generators, but I prefer to use these because you don't have to wait for the sun and things like that. So hopefully these guys will go in and build this sort of stuff, and while they're at it, we will need to build a couple of these just so we have a bit of power to run some things that we're going to need. So we'll put 2 down like this, and we'll connect them like that. I don't know why we'll connect them like that, but just so that they don't fail on us. Alright, so let's go in and make some steel walls, and like this, preferably this big, I guess, like that. Chuck in a wooden wall. No, it's not a wooden wall, that's a wooden door. A wooden door here, so we can have access and stuff. And inside that, we're going to have, let's go with this. It's great to start with, because you just chuck one of these down. Let's put that here. Now, we'll just chuck one of those down. We can chuck one of these down as well. Or 2 of them, because we could be growing separate type of things. Now, this is kind of what you want to do when you first start. You want to have a place for them to sleep, a place for them to eat, and a place for them to start growing food. Now, to grow food, you just grab one of these zones and start growing like this. And it won't work on... No, it does work on dirt, but it won't work, I believe, on the stone, obviously, because it's stone. Well, rough marble. And, yeah, so these guys, whoever is our, what's his name, the herbalist doing our growing, they're going to be putting down some potato plants for us to eat. And let's make sure that this is starting to get power. So we want to save some of this power that this is creating into these batteries, so that when it's night, these guys can still use this. And this is used to get food, basically. This is your starting source of food, which is great. Now we have a visitor, and they're pretty useless unless you're getting raided, and they will try and help out as much as they can. Usually most of them die, but they do try to help. You know, got to give them that. They do try to help. Now, what are we missing? We've got 1 idle, 2 idle, 1 idle. Here we go. So we better start mining for some ores. Now, when you start, you want to look around, as we did before, for some ore, which we don't seem to have any here. So where is the ore? Or am I just not seeing it? There's some there. Let's get this. We can actually get in here. Can we get in here? No, we can't. So we have to break that open. Break this open as well. Last there. We have to. Hopefully, we'll get that. We can also go and get some. Yeah, we can also go and get this stuff. And I believe that's basically it for not this world, but for where we're at the moment. So hopefully these guys will find some, and we'll be able to get building. Now, what is this? It's a birthday, so someone's already turned 59 in basically 2 days of getting here. But yeah, so what you want to do is hopefully they pick up some of this. Let's make sure they can pick up the steel, because that's what we're needing the most to be able to build all of this. What do we need to build? That steel. And you're going to build that. Sweet. So that will be great, because then we won't have to worry about the other one just cruising around doing nothing. But that can be helped by just, you know, giving them a 4 in this, a 4 in this and a 4 in this, meaning that they won't be ever idle because they'll always have something to do unless you've not instructed anything. Alright, so first off we have a unusual heat wave, meaning that it's super hot for them. They're probably going to get very moody. And we've also got a local wild boar going mad. Now where's that going? That's attacking Robin, and Robin is here, and you've got a knife. So Andy, come and stand over here for us, and you will shoot at the boar as soon as it pops up. And there it is. We'll slow things down a bit so that we can see. And here we go. And it's dead. That was that quick. Now, we're going to have to chuck in some more stuff soon, but this is just so we can start off. Generally, this is what you get when you start off. You have a basic room to live in, a basic place to have your food, nowhere to eat it on, you just eat it off the ground, and your research table. So your research table, what you want to do is you want to hit this one, geothermal power, and once that's done, you'll unlock something underneath power to place over this, hook it up to one of these buildings, and it will do its thing. And that's basically it, guys, for the first base building outside. And make sure you stay tuned for base building inside a wall, which will hopefully be a bit easier. Luckily I saved at the beginning of the game so that we can use the same guys and not have all of this here. And we'll probably be building, so we'll probably build in this one right here. So we'll probably build going in to this and basically doing the same thing. Hopefully we'll get up to it though. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for episode 3 where we'll do, well, it's basically episode 2.2, so you can understand what mountain building is like. Now I will be doing some more tutorial videos on this particular set of people. This may even become my let's play in a way, because if you look at the amount of time that's going into this, it takes quite a while just to, you know, just for a couple of days on the planet. And as you can see, we haven't actually gotten that far, but this is basically how you start. You can start with walls that actually conduct electricity, so that you can just have everything in one building, which is alright. It's alright, but I like to keep things separate. I like to keep the food next to the growing zone so that it's not that far of a walk, and the stockpile anywhere, the dumping pile anywhere, and just, you know, make sure they have somewhere to sleep, basically. I would also like to point out that my computer has been really crap lately, so I am very terribly sorry for the lag during this video. I hope that you guys forgive me, and hopefully that will be fixed in the next one. But I am recording this the next one straight after this, so it may not be, but I will check first of all to see what can be done. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in episode 3.